Hi there, Somatex here, back with another video. So in this one we're gonna try and make sure that you take better photos using your phone, right? So let's first establish credibility of the person speaking. I have been shooting for 3 years, and the first year of that of those 3 years was shooting on my phone, right? So I was even hired to shoot graduations on 2 occasions using my iPhone SE, right? So I know a thing or two when it comes to shooting using a smartphone. And maybe by watching this video, we'll sort of give you the skills that will make you the go-to camera person whenever there is gatherings, family gatherings, friends and whatnot, right? The disadvantage obviously will be that most of the time, well, you don't get to be in the photos, or the photos of you that get taken are not as good as the ones you take. That's the thing you're gonna have to deal with, right? So let's break down a few things. We're gonna try and make this short, right? Few things that you're gonna have to worry about in terms of shooting video or no pictures, right? When you're using your phone, obviously I'm recording with my phone now, it's harder to show the thing, but so whenever you're shooting, you must make sure your phone is like this, straight vertically. Can't go on like this, it can't go on like this, depending on the angle of the person. But in order for pictures to look professional, or to have a professional look of some sort, or clean, you must make sure your phone is straight all the time, right? And then some other things that you must be wary of are lines, right? And there is either buildings in the background, what else? Mostly it's buildings, a pole or something like that. Whatever is a straight line facing up, putting your phone or holding your phone like this will sort of make sure that that line, that pole and the building and whatnot are always straight up. That makes it easier in terms of the look of the picture compositionally, right? And then the other thing you're gonna have to not worry about, be wary of, so whenever the skyline shows up there in the background, what is called the horizon, right? You must make sure also that the horizon is straight horizontal, right? It's always like this. How you do this? Well, it's easy on your phone. I'm not sure if you're using an iPhone or not. You activate what's called a grid. I'm not sure, maybe I'll put an overlay of footage. It's called a grid, right? Those lines, right? In composition rules and whatnot. So there's other thing, right? With photography, there are rules, right? But as it is an art, well, rules are meant to be broken, right? But you are not breaking a rule if you don't know what the rule is. You're simply just doing it wrong. I'm not sure if you get what I'm saying. You're simply doing it wrong if you don't know what the rule is that you're breaking. You have to know the rule first, then you break it, right? So compositionally, with these these lines, the grid that is made by these lines, you have to choose each corner, right? Or each part where these lines meet, right? Maybe it's this one or that one, or whatever line where these whatever edge, we call it the edge or a vertex, where these lines meet, right? Can't show well here. Okay, I'll put an overlay footage of this thing, right? So at that edge or at that corner, that is where the person will be looking in the photo, will be focusing. Their eyes will naturally focus on that area. So you make sure that when you're shooting multiple people, or maybe 2 or 3, or just one person, you sort of place them at that edge when you're shooting on your thing, right? On your phone, right? What else is the issue, right? So whenever you're shooting, right, you take out your phone and open the camera. The camera first needs to adjust to the environment, right? Not usually, all the time it's on automatic, right? So you're not doing anything sort of professional. The camera will decide for itself. It's easier, or I'm not sure, maybe some moments require quick picture taking and whatnot. if you wait a bit for the camera to completely get the scene, there's something called white balance, which just has to deal with the temperature, right? Camera will predict what temperature it is, sort of, not temperature as in just think of it, white balance, it means it will decide how to compensate for the temperature, right? If it's too hot, to try and make it cooler so that whites remain white, right? So if you easily pick up your phone and then just shoot at the instant, the camera didn't have enough time to correctly pick up the thing. You find that some photos become greenish, especially when they're taken at night, and some of them become yellowy or too yellow and whatnot. So make sure to give the camera some time to adjust to the environment, right? It's not the case with most modern phones, but the older ones, which is what most people are using, will have that problem, right? And then the other thing, when shooting at night, please sort of I'm not sure, you can use it if you want, but try to stay away from using the camera or the flash on your phone. Try to stay away from using that. Whenever there is a light nearby or whatnot, try to go and place the person next to the light, right? So the light lights them in the face. You're just shooting, what's this? You're just shooting at the, what's this? Shoot as they are, right? And not include the flashlight, because most of the time it messes with the eyes of the person you're shooting and the picture doesn't really look good most of the time, right? So try to stay away from that. What else is important? I'm not sure if I should get into the maybe trying to GoPro in terms of shooting pictures on your phone. Maybe I'll make another video when you're starting to shoot some pro looking images and whatnot, right? Because you can do that as well, and you can even do a better job than someone with the camera if they don't know how to use the thing, right? So for now, if you follow those simple steps, make sure straight lines are straight, make sure the horizon is always horizontal, and don't use the flashlight. Follow the grid. So the grid is 2 lines, parallel this side, parallel this side. Wherever these lines meet, those are the interest points, right? Whatever is interesting or is the subject of your picture, make sure it's there all the time, right? Well, you can break those rules, but you have to know them first, right? What else? I think those are the most important things. Make sure to don't just take out your camera and shoot. Make sure it adjusts to the scene, and also try to not be shaky when you're moving, right? When you're shooting, try to be still, right? So that the picture doesn't get that blurriness, right? Which happens all the time when people are shooting at night, right? Try to be as still as possible. I think those will get you a bit better than average in terms of picture taking using your phone, right? When a person is standing there, you don't just shoot like this. Sometimes you can shoot like this whenever, depending on the objective, but most of the time you are safe holding your phone straight up like this. Use both hands and make sure the phone is still, then you take pictures. Also, don't use the burst mode. Don't just press the thing and let the pictures be taken consecutively for multiple times or not. Shoot one picture, shoot the other one, shoot the other one, shoot maybe 5, 10, and then the person will have some choices to deal with and choose the best one, right? Don't do the best photos. It's BURST. Don't do that. No one ever uses that. I'm not sure. Maybe some people use the thing, right? Yeah, hopefully this helps someone become a little bit better in terms of taking pictures, right? Okay, that's been it. So much easy. I'll talk to you in the next one. Have a nice weekend. Peace.